tough, you know? It's dramatic for their player base. They don't really know Heroes of the Storm. They get maybe a little angry seeing it. I'm actually going to take this Diva. It is incredible. I love it. Nice little pro played. I mean, I need lots of party. Necessarily, I don't need these. I don't really need... I do like my party popper, though, but the little whistle I can skip on. Got... You know what? I'll get rid of Leorc here, and let's find the happiest face. What is the happiest face? I like my Zul'jins. The problem is, like, something like Brightwing is just so huge. It's not fair. I mean, look, she's like 3 times as big. Not really. Maybe twice as big. But definitely gets a couple of bonus pixels in there. I guess I should probably do a Rainer, right? Probably. Looks a little like me. It was a tank smurf, I think? Okay. So, give or take there. But at least he's not... It'd be insane for him to do it on his main account. I saw that it was a bit of a struggle to complete that GM climb, of course, for him, because you do have to get a little lucky at that phase, right? Once you're done carrying rather thoroughly in the lower leagues, you're going to hit a level where things start to move outside your control, and it's going to become a little bit more of a team-based game. Sky Temple time. I am dead center. Not a bad place to be. I do like Nazebo a lot here, so I'll aim for that in the beginning here. But it really is easy for people to end up with too many spellcasters on the team right now, in which case I might take myself into that Valla. He wants to first pick an Alarak. That seems okay here. When we're looking at a Zeratul. Alarak, Zeratul. There's a Nazebo into the pile. Let's see what's going down on Sky Temple these days. And I say that like things change all the time, because they do. So Sky Temple, so 1 Cho'Gall game. Well done, sir. Well done. Kerrigan, Gazlowe. We're seeing a lot of Kerrigan. A lot of Nova. Sylvanas. Artanis. This isn't going to tell me too much because there's just a lack of game. So let's open it up here. That's crazy. That is, yeah, Nova currently sitting at a 71% win rate. Only statistics since yesterday. Murky is doing well overall. I've definitely seen Uthers. Things of that nature. Well, that's not insanely helpful. We'll see in the coming weeks if those statistics can be more useful. Stabby the Bear will be our second drafter at the moment. Let's see what Evil Fishy decides to get for his team. Getting rid of Probius. I think that's a solid ban. Those slows while you're trying to force yourself through those chokes are no good. Same reason I like Nazebo here, though, is because of all those chokes around the objectives. Maybe a little spell damage heavy, but that's, I think, why our banner Winged Wheel there in the bottom ended up banning out the Anubarak. A Falstad. That will not do well into Alarak, so he should absolutely continue on with the Alarak. Repositioning Paper Birdman is a perfectly good strategy. Stabby the Bear taking the spell damage there. I mean, Zeratul's really good into Falstad as well. But now we're kind of like, you know. Now we're getting a little messy. I do like the damage of Arthas. I'm not a huge fan of him solo tanking. He wants to tank it. A Dahaka. Wow. That's interesting. Makes me want to do a giant killer. has Tahaka, Falstad, Stitches. I mean, Alarak's great at breaking the front line up a little bit. He's thinking of going Kharazim. Not a big fan of Valla without enough heals. Still kind of the same problem that you have with the high mobility heroes that you have with Tahaka. You can't stand still, so you're going to need some sort of shift. Actually, hang on. Hang on, we got guys to go around the back. I think we can do a Tychus here. Looks like we're all kind of thinking, let's just wreck the front line. I like it a lot better, too, with a Kharazim healer. And I'll take the Tychus. That sounds pretty good. I like that. D.Va, last night, Sagging Rufus, was a 65% win rate. As of this morning, she's a 50% win rate. And that's in Hero League, so people were crazy in the first place. But she has fallen a lot since then. We have a decent amount of pile-on. Because of the silence of Alarak, we don't necessarily need a second tank. Kharazim is melee as well, so this can be alright. Let's see what their final pick is. Genji. A little too late. That Genji is a big surprise, and that is... They don't have much damage, right, but the kind of scary part is, it is, you know, doable. The Stitches grab somebody, the Tahaka follows up, the Auriel stun. The Falstad damage is not completely awful by any means, particularly at level 7 once he gets his boomerang. So there's a chance that Falstad, with the pulley-pokey business going on here, is able to bruise up enough people, and if they get a level lead, Genji will walk all over our lack of healing and CC. So I need to be real careful and make sure that I don't hit Genji during his deflect time, because I'll kill my whole team, if that's the case, particularly in the late game. But for the most part, it seems like we drafted pretty safely. The tanks are going to die very, very quickly. Auriel only has Falstad for a battery, and his cooldowns in between are really long, and his auto attacks in that build aren't the best. And then Genji isn't even going to really interact with Auriel because he's constantly out of range, moving around too much. So I think we kill the front line, and then we'll collapse on the back, and that'll be it. You've got the skills for no heal Valla. That's something that needs more work, and that is why Zul'jin, Raynor, all those sort of auto attack characters get a lot more play, because I'm more passionate about them, and I played them in quick match, and I've experienced enough 1v1s and situations like that. That's why I avoid that on Valla, but all my practice the past couple weeks went into Sylvanas, who is just ban out all the time on her main maps. But still, as double support was, you know, building along, I wanted to get a silence on my team. Now Alarak is in the game, so it's a confusing thing. I'll do attack range, since that's what I'm comfortable with. We look like such a tiny team compared to the Dino and Stitches on the enemy side. They got there fast, but that's all thanks to Falstad. Well, no, we got an Alarak, but I'm still a very powerful solo laner. I just want to keep some character in between me and where Stitches is likely to be. Cool, looks like they're just going to sort of plow into the middle there. Leoric actually takes the bottom, so we got lots of damage all over the place. Tahaka in the top, which means Stitches, Falstad. Okay, Falstad, Auriel in the bottom. Which means I am solo laning versus Stitches here. So let's go ahead and embed myself inside. Oh, my back to a wall there with Auriel coming in. Li Ming's in the bottom. Maybe I can make a move on Falstad here.
Within the temples, soon they shall bask in my glory. Yes, my magic flows through the temple.
Lurk's running for it.
Guardians, do not let these mortals approach them.
So, alright, ooh, close there. Lots of damage into his face. Boy, that deflect's really gonna be rough. Let's go hang out with Monk while there'll be tiny heals. It's still... still a little bit of self-sustain for me. Here comes a Falstad now. Ooh. Close. I guess Karazim was a little busy hearthing. That's alright. Li Ming got some decent soak in the bottom, I guess. My damage is looking okay too. Liork's getting some good damage in as well. I think we'll just have to wait till the later game, till that frontline tank pile starts going down really quick. Sylvanas' main maps are anything that is push-based, particularly if you have a summon that you give with it. So, Infernal Shrines because of the Punisher, the Haunted Mines because of the Golem, the Spider Queen because you got the big old spiders in lane. And, of course, Battlefield of Eternity because you summon a big old Immortal. And turning off those buildings means that the push power is really maximized when you have that single target boss kind of unit pushing down the lane. It looks like Stitches and somebody else might have gone for their Bruiser. It'd be really good timing to get it done nice and early. Okay, they took their bottom actually really early, so we might be able to counteract that. Gosh, it's busy down there in the bottom already, which means we can't really take any camps. That's a little pressure into the top that won't last forever. There goes Dahaka. I'll just kind of double soak all the lanes that are being ignored at the moment to maximize that XP. Let's see if we can get people taking a camp. I'd love to take the camp in the top. There's Dahaka. Forgot his overall hero damage did go up a tiny bit. So I'll go ahead and Hearth here and then join them down in the bottom. Alright, Dahaka's going to push that out and then burrow down as soon as he gets a chance. Alaric's doing great damage at the moment. Very happy to see that. Like, let's get a kill before the other folk get on the scene. There's Genji. Okay. There's the Dahaka. Nice. Burned him. Nice. Range. Do I need range? I might need to just wait and see. So we're just gonna try to kill the frontline tanks really quickly. Genji will jump around. I think the superior range of Odin will actually give me more power, particularly with the way. That seems really dangerous. We do see Genji in the top. We are 10 and they're not. And they will have just picked their heroics, so wow. Okay, so that means we should take stuff. Who was that? Does someone have bribe over there? Falstad, probably. No, I guess it was Naka. He's not terribly fast. We can go defend that. Well, just patience is beating the Genji beast. Oh, look at that. They've actually pushed past their boss and are currently warring out in front of it. Dahaka. I want to keep my mobility high, otherwise I'd Odin. Just in case we need to run for it. Li Ming will finish off the middle there. There's Stitches on the heels of Li Ming. I think we can get her out, no problem though. Okay, we lost the Li Ming, but not a big deal. Temples come up. Do I need self-healing? Monk's doing okay. I'm gonna go spray and pray range. A little more powerful nowadays, particularly within the rhythm. Alarak's taking the site for us. That's good. Yep, I think that sounds great. Okay, Monk's on the bottom. There's Alarak running for it. He looks like he's going to get out of range just fine. There's a Falstad. Falstad did do bribe, it looked like. Oh, okay. Okay, Karazim's gonna get the bottom. I'll go into the top here and make sure we don't lose any building stuff there. Alarak's been dead for a long time, it seems like, but I guess he ran for it for a while too. There's a Stitches. Alarak went dash first, actually, of all things. Seems to be working okay. Oh, so close. Good friendly hook there. What's that? Okay, just the caster left. And Li Ming's solo defending a Genji. So Li Ming just keeps going off on her own, which is costing us some stuff. That wizard's dead. While we seem to be breaking dead even, I think we're going to do great in the late game because with Li Ming, myself, and Alarak, they can't really push into our base without taking tons and tons of damage. Okay, so there's a bunch running into the top, probably because the Bruiser camp is the only thing left on the map at the moment.
You can see this hero, yes? Then kill them.
Ah, well, he would have had barrel roll anyway. They might go, yeah, exactly. No, Li Ming, that's not your job. Okay, there's the hook out. So we got 12 seconds until the next one. Dahaka down to the bottom, which means we could catch someone kind of walking their way down there. 16 for us now.
These mortals approach them.
Gosh, yeah. Go, Tychus. Oh, shit. Oh, it was res. Gotcha. I was wondering what brought the stitches back. Because we really got him down fast, but res is in play. There's Leoric. We lost our Alarak really early. Really don't want to approach from a bad angle here, but sadly that false dad. But Leoric's coming up, so we kill them all, and then we do boss. That's the plan. We got 2 dead now. Our Li Ming died. Gosh, I'd like to take that boss. There's Falstad in the top.
My temple's power has been expended. You are stronger than I believe.
86. Another boss. They'll get catapults in the top here.
Your keep is but wreckage.
We don't have heals, but they're on a monk, Captain. That's the problem. If you're expecting a bunch of sweet heals. W build is awful. Did you do? Nah, I mean, just here, right? Yeah, inverse Genji. She should have gone Calamity. Because anything she's going to hit is either going to be to do a frontline kill or to try to kill Genji, who's Dover. The Wave of Force isn't a bad idea, so you don't get, you know, destroyed by Genji with his deflect. I don't want to be there. I want to be behind Leo. We almost got that bottom. Alarak went and took the top there. Those will break even, but Dahaka could push him out. Oh, the 20 Gorge. Oh. I saw the, gosh, I saw the Gorge and then stood my ground because I didn't expect a second Gorge. My fault for not checking 20s there. Li Ming did live, actually. And it looks like our mercs, just by luck, will happen to win that bottom, so maybe we can get catapults on the bottom. This is going to be really destructive, though, to everything else, to all of our buildings. Li Ming going out yet again. But all she's going to find out there is top damage, not necessarily a kill, particularly just fighting into Stitches. Yeah, I mean, those aren't high percentage base of his health anyway. I mean, sure, they're good hits. That wasn't a triumvirate, likely. Okay, it was. So she's still wailing. Hopefully that could... Still got a chance. As far as informed picks go, the Genji's really performing well against Tychus. I'm really a bit neutered.
Your enemy has destroyed.
That's not true. You can do it on Cursed Hollow. That's fine. Seems bad. Like it's
The light fades
your first time.
my temples, but it will. Now that was a kill.
Even in death.
Gotta get off angle, right? Because there's Falstad. If I can get my butt
Your
to a safe space, I can help defend.
To end your core is
Oh, that's a shame. Well, we lost because of Li Ming. As bummer as that is, it's a team effort after all. Look at that damage. We did pretty darn well for the whole team. Kharazim. Good amount of healing, too. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Hariel's main healing targets would have been Genji and Falstad, who are probably never in range of her. So he even out-healed her, but sadly not enough. Tychus back? No, certainly that was a Tychus because they went Stitches Dahaka. And I wanted a giant killer against Stitches, then they took a Dahaka in a sense. I also really like getting stacks into Stitches. I like the shift against Stitches. So Tychus a good pickup there over something less mobile like Raynor. Zul'jin has a really tough time into Dahaka and stuff like that. So the strongest auto attack we could for that particular. Alarak did not take Counter-Strike. Alarak took Dash there. We did reach level 20, so he may have picked it up. We'll check the score screen here at the end. But no, he was Dash from the get-go. I think he was hoping to get to the back line, but a bit of an amateur mistake there, because just taking the protection at level 10 is going to be a big increase. So I think in that case, people misjudged the amount of survivability they'd had with a Kharazim. And Li Ming, while she did fantastic damage, it was so ineffective because it went into nothing but tanks. Same with me, but I actually killed tanks in a sense there. Yeah, if we look at his talents, okay, he did grab the Counter-Strike at 20, so you may have seen one there in the background. My 4 talent was in the rhythm because I was going to dig on tanks so much. And they were immobile tanks in forms of Stitches, so they weren't going to walk away. If it was a mobile tank like ETC, or even Muradin, who is often, takes that damage but then realizes they're being giant killed and jumps away, I will do the bigger they are. So this was an informed choice based on the Stitches and the Dahaka frontline. Spray and pray for the range, so I could keep track of Genji, but sadly... And then the primary target kill. But again, Genji was really good on his deflex, which meant I had to wait until he'd basically killed Li Ming before I could activate it, because that was his protection. So, a bum game there, taking us right to the edge, but hey, that's the way they're gonna go. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Tomb of the Spider Queen, an excellent Nazeebo map for double soaking. But we'll see what that looks like. Let's go ahead and greet these guys. What to ban? Well, let's take a look here. Let's see what's winning right now. Lost Vikings, a Brightwing, a Nubarak, Ragnaros, Cassia, Nazebo, Lunara. Sylvanas is in there, but pretty deep. We're going to get rid of a Dahaka, but we're all a little confused right now. Dahaka actually has a pretty low win rate on this map, it looks like. Just in baseline, anyway. There's a later Nazebo. And Asmodan. Why don't I grab the Sylvanas for us if it's available? That's a powerful map pick. Will they leave it open? Maybe. It's a confusing time. Okay, yeah, sweet. This way, too, I can do all sorts of stuff. Nazebo because of his stack increase at 20.
Victory for the Forsaken.
His stack increase at 20 means that you really have to be very focused on those lanes themselves. So, Sylvanas a little bit more available to do multiple things. Plus, okay, a Grey Mane, a Chromie. So, if those, I mean, here in Hero League, they're probably not counter picks, but they're very bursty picks. The Zeratul is a pretty good pick into the Chromie, not a bad pick in the Grey Mane either. So we're going to take all of our, basically everything that's going to do damage here in the front. Bad map for Sylv. Nothing to say into it. Well, you would have thought that, of course, because you were the Nazebo. Right? You can't win. You can't win. Right? You know, you can't win. I do think it's a great Nazebo map. Slaughter's banning. It's got Chromie, Grey Mane. Is our Asmodan not gonna be okay? We'll see. Kind of just sitting here scared at the moment. Took a powerful map pick for my team. Uther. Okay, Uther Lily. So they're doing the Grey Mane stack. Well, that's good. I have a silence. I mean, there's nothing.
I will fight to my last breath.
Murky? He wants to Murky tank? There's nothing you can say, right? I mean, what are you going to do? Express your disappointment? At the last second, he grabs a JoJo. A great rotation character. So I'll probably be solo bottom. I don't want a solo, of course. I'd rather be with the team, but I do kind of look like I'm the best solo here at the moment for what we got. Kael'thas might want stacks. He'll want orbs with Johanna on the back end. Whew, my heart. We made it. We made it with the tank. They got a Leoric, in fact. So, well, luckily I have a win to get myself out of that. I may need to go Will of the Forsaken in order to avoid the Chromie, but we'll take a look at her level 8. Other than that, it'll just be double support Grey Mane. Big ol' silencing arrow Should complicate that engagement, though. That's a good question. Alk asking if the decreased amount of time it takes to get to level 5 means that the barrier of entry to Hero League is too low. That's a tough one, right? Because you also have people in these game modes that simply don't care that they're ranked points. So where do you win and where do you draw the line? I mean, clearly people who are in the higher ranks might care more, but you can place as high as Diamond 3. So there's no perfect answer, really. Ooh, oh, we cuddled up close. We're always fighting in lane anyway, so we might as well. There's no need for mercs here. There's no need for me to be taking mercs, so I'll just overflowing quiver. I really like my lost soul talents and whatnot, but we'll see how it goes. It may just be powerful to just be the push guy. So Zeratul should go out front, get us a little sight. Of course, Chromie put out some sight there, so that's going to complicate things. That's not a big deal. First shot into Zeratul.
Give the order. Shatter the metal spiders. Bring the gems of power to my altar.
Now you'll see some stutter stepping here, and it's in that special Sylvanas way. I might just want to back, but Zeratul took the bottom. So that's cool. That's cool by me. So let's follow the JoJo. Ooh, she's kind of low, isn't she? Kael'thas is in the top. Okay. Johanna, I just want to stick with Johanna here. She's going to lead the rotation. I assume that she's gone orbs. Yeah, she did. Rhaegar goes down and visits the bottom now. There's Chromie.
I fight on.
2 in the bottom. Looks like they're okay. There's an Uther rotating, very oddly. Brief opportunity there to get some damage in. I'll go ahead and keep the soak going then if we're going to put everyone into the bottom. I can do a little bit of double soaking.
Done.
Choose a talent.
24 seconds until my next go. These guys with Chromie, I guess I probably won't maximize my hero's hit. Do I need range is the thing. Are they going to be too dangerous to get closer to? Maybe. Let's do additional charge, though. I think I can get in deep enough. That's good. He missed the drain there, which means we get a lot of bonus damage into Leoric. Oh, piercing sand. All right. I don't want to make Johanna miss out on any orbs, so let's kind of stick. She could have gone. She'll grab her orb there and then get out, likely. Kael'thas turning in the top.
I'm listening.
I really like that Zeratul took that solo lane. I do not want to be in charge of that. Though I do miss our Rhaegar. There's Chromie. in the middle.
Of course.
I must retreat.
Rhaegar's got the bottom by himself for a little bit. Kael'thas and Johanna are going to circle down.
Beg for your measly worth. Of course.
Kael'thas died to Chromie. Is he stacking? Hopefully he's intellect. Oh, no, he's doing a Verdant Spheres build. Guess there's nothing really wrong with that. I need to pick a talent, but I'm not really good enough at the pictures yet to just know off the top of my head which one I like. Non-heroic. Black Arrow explodes minions on death. Let's do that. This is Tomb of the Spider Queen after all.
The moment is
Definitely
upon
play Sylvanas like a fighter game right now where I'm just constant. I know I can hold down the Q, but it stops me from stutter stepping correctly. Nice. Greymane's in the bottom soloing stuff. I've got 18 on me. So let me see while they kind of occupy that space if I can get turned in. Yes, looks like I'll be good to go.
You have done as promised. My magic is yours.
We do need to stop Leoric from getting turned in eventually.
Descend, Red Weaver.
Looks like he's a little too up on those for me to actually interact.
Give the order.
Who's next?
Oh, I guess without the wall that won't travel. Huh. Gotta learn the interaction slowly. What is going on down here? And does it require additional damage?
I'm listening. Show them no mercy.
Okay. Stop that hero, Greymane. I like that plan.
You disgust me. My power wanes. Gather more gems or face my wrath.
All right, we need to stop Leo from turning in. Or no, he lost. Oh, wow. He lost 23 some odd gems there. That's
Destroy.
brutal and awesome.
Reclaim the gems of my power. Show no mercy. I'm listening. Gems are mine.
Divine Shield. This was kind of a bummer engage.
Test my patience.
That's why I didn't shoot the arrow off. We got a Phoenix. We still have lots of heroics left, so. And we got turned in as well.
Do not test
I gotta
my
get out of the
patience.
splash zone. Ooh. Let's see if we can maybe get Leoric down, because this will be enough damage to do so all of a sudden. Ah. There we go.
A reprieve.
We just need Zeratul in position. There goes Greymane.
Fight on. You have my best for now.
So it is temporal loop. It's... Gosh. I'm not being targeted by it. I could become targeted by it, right? But...
Do not test my patience.
Another champion for the Scourge.
Glory to the Forsaken.
Shattered.
Cool. We live there. Camera didn't snap me back. I know that got updated recently, but still. I sometimes am sitting there like, What? Where'd I go? They won. I would love to take bottom. I would need some help to do that.
I'm here.
Yeah, I want to just kill bottom, of course.
Let none The moment is upon us.
Don't let it go to your head. Keep fighting.
Your enemy has done as I asked.
Okay, we got all our forts. We want to kill any.
May my reavers come for you.
Oh,
Killing spree has ended.
that was a good grab. Chromie is down, but yeah, ooh, that's a dangerous thing. I think the Entomb is gone though, used on the Rhaegar there. So that's a dead. Awesome. Yes. Nice. Good living bombs. Oh, it's so close. Johanna, get out of the way. All right, I'll come up here. Rhaegar will be up too. I'll head bottom. Should I even head bottom?
What joy is
I don't know if that may just be dead.
I'm here.
Okay, Rhaegar's gonna head down there. I think it's dead though, already locked on, so we'll get somewhere where we can actually defend a incoming push. They're all up. I want to wait for my Kale, so I'm gonna be on the safe side here.
If you wish to be spared.
Greymane's got 30.
Choose a talent.
Enough here. Vengeance is near.
Oh, Rhaegar. Oh, it's... Gosh, yeah, he just walked through the middle there and then dove me. Go for the throat. I gotta hang out closer to my tanks. Looks like we'll get that bottom though. Alright, let's pick a 16 here. Slows heroes. Let's do lowers armor. I didn't really spec anywhere into that, but I don't think movement speed's gonna help me versus go for the throat. Cool. Kael'thas is real aggressive, but we're doing great controlling those.
Children, come to me. There is no rest left for me. I'm listening.
Demolished.
I think since we're all up, we can take care of this pretty darn fast. That damage out of Lily. We need to get Kael'thas back if possible. Cool, he's back. And we got Leoric again. It's not perfect, of course. Where's Rhaegar's dead?
I'm listening.
That's too dangerous now. There's a ghost of Leoric right behind me. Johanna's going in pretty deep.
Good enough here.
We did get a little push into the bottom. We still have a level lead. With the double support, we just seem a lot squishier than them, of course. Refuses to camp. We're busy.
Destroy them.
I'd love to camp.
Gems of power to my orator. Your enemy is deserving of my power. Prepare yourselves.
Don't let it go to your head. Keep fighting.
The Spider Queen's
Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed in myself too, right?
vengeance is near. My will is my own. I am well again.
Okay, there's the water dragon coming out. Darn. Lily takes a while, doesn't she? Alright, that's Greymane.
Defend this fort now.
Greymane and Lily down. They won't be able to do anything. 1 minute 20 on boss.
Do not test my patience.
I don't really. I mean, they're not the sneakiest team. 3 dead. I'm gonna go grab bottom.
Need to recruit them.
Choose a talent.
Ready to form again. Return the gems to me. Of course.
Wailing Arrow center. I think I need to go Bolt to the Storm just to make sure
Show them no mercy.
I don't screw the pooch.
My will is my own.
Doing that back and forth stuff is pretty expensive.
For us.
We are 20 and they're not, so let me grab this orb. How close are we to another turn in? 29, 13. There goes Uther. This is gonna be a biggin. We do have Mercs in the bottom, so advancing here is a very strong choice.
Is my own.
We're waiting for them to respond. There we go. We see him in the bottom. Now we do it. Greymane can't come in by himself. Chromie can't do a thing about it. We should turn in. Yeah, that's the right choice.
The moment is upon us.
14, 17.
Enough. Power is mine once more. I'm listening.
We're going different places. Okay, so we're just going to do a split push. That's fine. Zeratul going to go take out bot real quick.
No mercy. Push the attack.
There's Greymane, just waiting, just waiting. There's a big group, but not enough damage in range. Oh.
Of the Lich King truly dies.
She's gonna go down, but cool. As long as Kale gets out. He's only aided by... Okay. Come on, kill him! Kill him! Okay, just keep running. That's a good hit, though. It's a strong hit. Awesome. Okay. Oh my god, this is nerve-wracking. Okay. As long as Kale lives, we have more than enough damage to defend an incoming. I should have bolted out. I mean, this is on a full 70-second cooldown, so here I am thinking, I'll save it for the right moment, right? But the right moment was to dodge a unexpected incoming sand blast. Kael'thas gonna go put himself down near the bottom. They do have enough to turn in. Who's got them all? 6, so that's 2. Skeleton King. None on Chromie. Guess they're all on Greymane. 18, Lily. Yep, Lyric's in the top by himself.
I'm listening.
He left. Oh, there he is. A staggered death. Okay, Johanna. They're going to be pushed out into the bottom there.
Forward.
We need Zeratul. And now we need to get out of the range of an Entomb. Cool. We all dodged it. Zeratul's walking and catapults to the top.
The moment is upon us.
So I think basically the plan here is to just kind of see how long we can keep them busy for. And who maybe we can isolate and makes a movement mistake.
Test my patience.
That Lily's in error, for sure. But we can't get a hold of her. There's more catapults into the bottom. Boss soonish. So we're gonna go boss.
I'm listening.
There's 4 catapults onto the core at once.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Another good one. That'll be win. Yeah. Well, my very first ranked Sylvanas game is full of Sylvanas haters. Isn't that interesting? But I think I did pretty darn good. All right. First Sylvanas ranked game. Put some work into that after losing to double support in the past for the silencing arrow more than the actual push power, and I think it worked out pretty darn well. So awesome. Yeah, not bad on the damage front either. Next to a Kael'thas, double supported Greymane, and a Chromie. Actually almost reaching Chromie levels, so I'll take it. Aw, but didn't make the screen. I'll vote for the guy who took my spot. Yeah, the question was asked again, what are Sylvanas' main maps? I think I actually have them up right here in the draft maker at the moment. Tomb of the Spider Queen, being that picture dancing up here. Infernal Shrines. Haunted Mines. Braxis Holdout. Battlefield of Eternity. And good just about everywhere because she has really solid damage, but those would be the places where she actually has a pretty solid advantage. And whew, that was an intense little game. It really came down. I mean, granted, they were very squeezed. We would have had to lose probably two fights in a row. And that would have included the boss loss that we then lost the boss. It pushes, they turn in. That could be a win condition that late in the game, but hey, not too bad. Still, came down to some nice vulnerabilities as well. Hanamura. I am first pick yet again. Gosh, what would be my first pick Hanamura? I like the spinning guys here. I like mobile attackers. I think Arthas can be quite powerful. I think bribers are pretty decent, but again, you kind of suffer that, Falstad's made of paper problem. Be tempted to take myself in the direction of Arthas. Well, looks like I get to do a little counter picking first. Let's go ahead and take, as it is a brand new patch, let's take a look at the win rates here. Still on the previous map. Let's go over to Hanamura. Banning out a Lucio there. Rexar, 66% win rate. Zagara, actually on top of that. Zul'jin. Ooh, really? Maybe I should, but maybe I shouldn't. Damage leader, farewell. I cannot play tank. Not that I don't want to, but I don't own, like, any tanks, says Zeeth.
Let's fly.
This realm needs me.
Because we need... I mean, I think if we just put him on a weak tank, this isn't a bad idea. Okay.
I stand ready.
Yeah, let's not get forced onto tanking when we already have a double support situation. Artanis and a Genji. Cool. And then our banner here, who was too busy banning, can take up the tank role. I'm glad I'm Valla. I really love Zul'jin, but that's an Artanis. And I would rather any day be a Valla against Artanis. Attack-wise, Artanis' shields are activated a little more against someone like Valla because of her smaller, fast attacks. Dopey. Okay. Arthas, so Artanis, Genji is a spell. We could run...
I will fight to my last breath.
We need a way to kill Asmodan. If they do triple support, this would put Lili in the solo lane. Okay, at least Tron does damage. He's got 0 tanks at 5, so Zenith here. Forested port. Oh, man. 2 people who have 0 tanks. At 5? Really? Wow. All right, here we go. So let's take a look at their actual damage, though. Is it high enough? Is the burst damage high enough to actually kill us? They solo tanked Artanis, so this isn't horrible. Man, we let the placing Brightwing force our perhaps better Brightwing off there. Well, at least I'm in charge of this here, Valla. At least that. We'll do Lili probably solo lane. Or Li Ming. But probably Lili. Or Tyrande can do the solo lane, I guess.
The goddess watches over us. The hunt begins.
Wait, is Brightwing bribe? No, she needs to get stacks. Oh no, she didn't go bribe. Oh no. Oh no, our placing. Okay, yep. Okay, cool. Well, at least that's darn, that stinks. All right. I have all the sustain in the world. I'm doing hot pursuit. I will need the mana. Play safe. I don't think we need to. I think we have double support. Now, only Tyrande does the direct healing, so I can be bursted down now that Lili is missing.
Through here.
There's Asmodan. I think Lili should do okay versus that. We just gotta kind of hang out and make sure the long range swaps don't cause me no trouble. They did 4 in the top. Okay, nope, they rotated down.
My hunt continues.
There will be a cooldown soon for the
Well done.
swap.
Through here.
There it is.
Your fate is sealed.
Okay, that's a good sign.
The path leads
Genji's been making some, I wouldn't say mega errors or anything like that, but
Let none survive. clever ploy.
But Genji is just okay in this scenario, so let's hope that pays off.
Payload deployment beginning for both teams.
Bleed, you filth. My hunt continues. I was beginning. I'm ready to continue.
Payloads deployed. Escort your payload to its destination.
Okay, we send one of the off supports, one of our 2 options. 3 options, really. Got the kill. Come on. Aw. Only Tyrande in range.
Here after all.
And claim your vengeance.
Let's do... So what's their front line? I probably actually won't complete that. How's single target? AoE, what's Li Ming doing? She is doing a
Waiting.
arcane orb build. Not a bad idea.
Move.
Can they get that? That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? It looks like Brightwing may have just messed up. Okay, cool. Here I come. I think I will do a punishment.
I am renewed.
Come on, movement speed! Ah, I got the shot off, but
As you wish.
should have come at a more aggressive angle. I didn't know where Falstad was. Go ahead and get a nice little pulse heal out of Brightwing.
Through here. Let none survive.
Payload
I
deployed.
mean, with that being their only tank, I think things are looking pretty good for us.
Let none survive.
Payload firing upon enemy core. Enemy payload firing.
All right,
Payloads
there.
deployed. Escort your payload to its destination.
Lily is out of mana.
Swift and
It's
silent.
in the top. Looks like Tyrande will have to back too. How many people are on that thing? 2? That's a shame.
Choose a talent.
Oh, he's so close.
Servant.
Let's do deals damage. Well, they are kind of
Enemy payload firing.
grouped up. Arsenal, repeating it. Let's do Arsenal.
Vengeance is mine. Let us move.
All right, we're coming. Let's check the damage. Asmodan, probably because he's just been wailing on a laner, so we don't need to read into that.
Feel the wrath.
Nice little precast there. I don't think there was anything bad that was going to happen to him.
Yes, I see.
Ooh, good catch.
Slain.
Oh, I wish Artanis had put his face out just a little earlier so I could keep my sweet stacks, but those things go away pretty darn fast. I think that sounds pretty good. I'll join her in that.
Your fate is sealed. The path leads this way.
Okay. We just need to make sure we stop them from getting a fort, which gives the pressure that allows them to really start controlling why this map goes the way it does. Ah, poop.
A clever ploy.
Might as well stick with the double support here,
Bleed, you filth.
so they can keep getting stuff done. Lily's going to the bottom. Nope. Oh,
Feel my wrath.
cool. Let's leave Bright. Oh, no.
As you wish.
Now I'm stuck in lane.
Your payload will be redeployed shortly. The
They're
enemy's
still
payload
not
will be
10, and that looks like a
redeployed
full-blown brawl down there.
My wrath.
Choose a talent.
Alright, I need to make sure Asmodan doesn't destroy everything. How are... They actually don't have any disables.
Through here.
And with double support, I have tons of disables on my team. So let's...
Your payload has been redeployed.
Ah, that was a horrible angle.
Enemy's payload has been redeployed.
That was a horrible angle, my bad. But luckily, Asmodan's down in the bottom, so that won't be a top fort for us.
Vengeance is mine.
Cool. I would like to go defense as well.
The enemy's payload will be redeployed shortly.
They're gonna have two going at once. They do have a turret on top of it as well.
Through here. My wrath.
Get rid of that before things go too wrong. Falstad can fly down to that bottom at any moment, so I guess I'll leave Lily up here. She'll operate as solo agent.
The enemy's payload has been redeployed.
Perhaps I'm not the only prodigy here out there. How impressive.
If we can get these guys forward, maybe we can...
Enemy payload.
Alright,
fired.
I need to stop Asmodan.
Payload firing
I
on
don't
enemy
think
core.
we're gonna do it in time, so we should take bottom.
Let us destroy this. My heart.
Lost a fort.
Your payload will be redeployed shortly.
I depart. I am renewed.
4-4, they get a double shot on this next one,
Let none survive.
which puts me in a defensive mindset.
Your payload has been redeployed.
As you wish.
Choose a talent.
None survive. The point leads this way.
Ah,
Servant of the Lich King.
burst damage, and Tyrande can't help me out with that. Well, they're walking in the top, but we do need to kind of... Ah, there's a mighty gust. That'll put us to 2. That pressure's going to be a little too intense. Does come down, though. Here's the space laser of all things. What a poor choice there. Oh, no.
Take this hero down.
We don't have enough damage to stop the Asmodan reliably.
Enough waiting. Let us depart.
Tyrande needs to hit an arrow right now.
Let him
You have achieved greatness.
Okay. So that's the 2 off them. There's a Genji behind us.
Let us move.
Stay in it.
Feel my wrath.
Enemy has destroyed a fort.
Oh,
Well fought.
the tank is down. I mean, while we're all together, we are quite powerful.
This way.
With all the heals that we can throw around.
Payload firing upon enemy core.
If we can stagger Asmodan, that would be fantastic. 2, 3, Genji down. Artanis is gonna come up.
Let none survive.
The enemy's payload will be redeployed shortly. Your payload will be redeployed shortly.
Bleed filth. Well done, here. I depart. Feel my wrath.
The enemy's payload has been released. Your payload has been redeployed.
Bleed filth.
Oh! Come on. There are heals on this team, right?
Another chapter for the scourge.
Oh, they wanted to interrupt.
Enemy payload.
Ah, wow. Well. What are you gonna do? That's a shame. Decent. I died 5 times? Holy crap. Well, I guess it's a little easy to tell who the target is for them in that case. Sure, I've made some bad decisions. Assuming I had triple support, you know. But Brightwing and Lily can't aim their heals. Tyrande. Gosh, an Uther would have been fantastic. Just to do a little bit of tanking. Oh, what a shame there. Is Bribe being removed from the game? Asked Lodvar. Few and weird heroes have it. I don't know. And I wonder if, too, that was all in preparation for Hanamura. So, who knows? Time for some Infernal Shrines. I do like Infernal Shrines. Good Nazebo map. I am banning... a Probius. That doesn't really fit the Nazebo archetype. Because my mind just kind of goes in the direction of, if we're going to have a Probius, Dahaka, Rag, Zarya, or Varian. Zarya or Varian. I guess I'll get rid of the Dahaka then, if that's the case. Let me go ahead and, it's a Lucio. Oh, okay. With a Lucio, I can maybe do a Zul'jin. Either way, I'm really liking being in control of the auto attacks. I think spellcasters have it a little easier out there. While whiffing spells is huge. Being in charge of selecting the target is also huge. There is a Diablo. Diablo Zarya. Tychus is good in the Diablo, but pretty awful into Zarya just because you are locked onto the same target for such an extended period of time. It's easy for her to shield against. A Kael'thas. Huh. That might be too much stun. Zarya, Kael'thas. Oshakui. I think I might want to get rid of Auriel. That's kind of my thought. Under the Zarya, so it's not infinite of a team with more stuns on it. Would like to vary in, but we'll see. I think that doesn't sound too bad. That gives me movement speed, slows, snags, everything I need to complete the kills. We got Burst out of Probius to clean out the pit quickly. Artanis can do Amateur Opponent as well. So we just need the sustain to finish things out. Kael'thas does complicate this a little bit, but I don't want to be Valla with a Lucio healing me. I want to be able to top off.
Make way for the bad guy.
Cool, it's bad guy. Infernal Shrine's a map I put a bit more work into, particularly with Team League, and was in the previous rotation. So not as concerned about what the pick rates are, more just individual skill. This is a good looking team though. Artanis has an advantage, Probius. I think this is solid. Of course, Lucio's win rate is down to a flat 50% or 48, depending on the league you're looking at. I don't think that should affect you, as long as you got the skills for it. And there's a Genji. Genji probably looking to dive the Probius. Plus my attack speed. He could punish me, but we're doing okay versus the Genjis and making sure that we're not dishing too hard into the deflect status.
We will forge a great destiny.
Yeah, I think the Varian is a solid pick versus Genji. And they only have Uther heals, a Zarya. Yeah, we'll probably want the taunt, certainly. We'll let him know on the other side of this here load screen that I would like to see a taunt. Awesome. Oh, there's Evil Fishy. I believe we fought him earlier today. Salgar. We'll see what his level 1 pick is. But just an Uther. I wish every auto attacker had a Zul'jin-like quest where I could just wail on people's faces for increased damage and eventually range. It makes the thought process so much easier in the early game as to what you can do. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure some talents are in play, but I'm going to U1 Axe because of the enemy double tank. And the Diablo therein. I've seen some really nice looking combos with the Butcher Beast. People have been riding recently. Anything we need to know? Here's Kael'thas, undecided. Agile dismount, pretty standard affair. Devil's Due, good pick with Uther. Looks like we might have a... I wonder if he's saying, Plat is the new bronze. I don't know about that. Seems like Diamond's the new bronze, right? So Probius is doing a rather advanced little build. There's the Diablo CC out.
Valor suits you, friend.
It's okay for Varian to die a little in the early game. He often does. Probius is off in lane. Since I'm... Ooh, okay, I can take the top. Since Diablo went up there. I just need a melee hero to get some stacks on. That's funny, everyone's kind of feeling it. The oddity of the drafts. trying to see probably if I can put my back to a wall as the lane gets pushed out. There's two, so I can make an engage here. Nothing else for a little bit of damage. There's Zar. Okay, cool. Everyone's still in their spots.
Prepare yourselves for the slaughter.
And it's in my neck of the woods. You give up way too soon.
Activate the shrine.
Not sure what that is in reference to, but here comes my tank and support. Let's do Killing Begin. Because there's this nice little lane minion pile right here. Yeah, the Probius is missing out on the objective, which I can see why he's a little disappointed in that. Passive healing, though, with a level lead is just really good. Reported. Oh, that's blood. I don't know if that's our blood from the move chat, but Blood and Thunder was in there the other night. A rather hilarious unintentional meetup.
Good. This arcane punisher shall serve us well.
Oh, Probius. Oh, Probius. Come now, man.
Our punisher has been
That was a little too perfect. Okay, Varian's back. I'm already on the move, so I'll head... Okay, I'll stay mid. We'll do increased damage. There goes Diablo. I'll go ahead and grab my well just to stay active. So Diablo's likely heading for mid. Okay, nope, okay. We have a Kael'thas and a Genji then missing. So let's just keep it chill. Didn't know if he was going to pursue. Maybe a cute little axe might change that. Let's go see if we can make something happen off of what Varian's cooking. Still a good amount of damage. I'll take myself back into the mid now that there's a Lucio there. Might run into a Genji. I will have to watch out for that deflect once I'm going maximum speed. In the low health moments. But a beat drop with the Dingo, that sounds pretty good to me. Cool. I've got good mana. Yeah, I think we can do that real quick. I'll go ahead and keep my mana high. Huh. Well, he completed his quest. I didn't know we could see enemies completing quests with that purple aura going on. Uther's already in position. Oh. Let's save a probe today. Maybe an isolated Diablo too. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? He's going to be on cooldown soon, so I need to make sure my back is not to a wall anymore. There's the engage. Good Zarya shield. Oh, Varian's a little deep. We might just want to finish the objective, and I think we can thanks to Probius. Oh, nice! Good snag.
Punisher, freeze the Angel's forces and shatter them!
Oh, she got frozen outside. Nice. Nice move by Genji, though. Artanis is already off in lane as well, so it looks like Probius is just being silly. Uh-oh, incoming Diablo. Here comes Variant. Good body blocks by Diablo there. Luckily, we were 2 levels up. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten destroyed. Let's go ahead and keep... What? Where are you off to? Artanis is going to check that. Cool. We see Kale in the top.
I don't care.
There goes Diablo. Varian makes an engage, but thanks to Protect, he can just keep going for quite a while there. We got Artanis.
Good times. Another shrine will be ready.
It's right there. Tough timing. As long as we fight in range of Probius, I think we just keep winning.
What to do? Slay the Guardians. Unleash the Punisher. Go now!
So close there. Poop. Alright, they've been forced out. Awesome. I'm having to be so careful because that Diablo is just sitting on his cooldowns. We're gonna get wrecked by level 16 Kale, Flame Strikes. Everyone's standing in them, including myself. We're all pretty low mobility because we had the Lucio. So we need to recognize. I need to readjust my plan here and make sure I sit on enough mana to actually cast my Armani. Well, nobody died, but we didn't complete anything either. Let's see if I can get Lucio to help me out with that. Okay, we'll grab this top. We'll just stick together just in case. Okay, here's Lucio. With our level lead, as I hit 30 stacks, I can start to leave my bonus damage just on.
Out of the way.
She will attempt to engage off the back of that. There we go, nice. Let's do ferocity. Cool. That should be a Diablo got. I can burn Zario, most likely. My quest is done. Top doesn't give us any sort of additional advantage, so let's just get this thing going. Take myself down to half health for the attack speed and damage bonus. Oh, wow, that's dirty back there. Well, I am the sustained attacker. Here I come.
You have bound the frozen Punisher to our service.
Genji's got. Oof. Oh, yes. Fantastic. I'm even too busy healing. That was a good Punisher leap. At this point, 3 levels up, Diablo probably wouldn't dare dive me, so let's start getting a bit more crazy. There we go. And I'll end the game with my first dingo of the day. Solid. Fantastic. Got the Lucio, meaning I didn't have to worry about getting pushed and pulled around by a bunch of people running and body blocking me. Yeah, why not? Celebrate a little bit. A little bit of MVP. 28% siege damage, XP. First ban variant. I don't think that's true at all, but it was a great counter pick. And Probius, wow. Wow, the impact of Probius on that map was really impressive, and it gave us a very localized place to fight from, so pretty good. Why are they reporting Ass Wicked Kitten? Because Probius didn't come up for the objective, and his main role in that map would be to do the objective. So I think they were joking. I think they were just being, salty Saltersons, saying they're each going to report each other. I think they were being friends, internet friends, as it were. Kind of like those guys who call each other jackasses, but they're actually, what is it? What's the saying from, like, Sex and the City? It's when girls aren't fighting that you know there's something wrong. Maybe they're just on constant tilt, constant salt. Genji's mobility is ridiculous, yes. Which is why Varian did an excellent job there. And he actually got Escape Artist, but that is a really solid damage number, particularly going up against Kale. Kale did Convection. He never got to 16 to even pick it in the first place. Periodic damage, yeah, that's rough. Holy Fire for Uther, so they expected early on Wave of Light. So Uther invested in a build that was, Divine Storm too, that basically said, we're going to win hard. And I don't think he's wrong. Genji, Zarya on paper is excellent, but their actual win rate together is rather bad. I'm going to take myself down to half health. Yep, Lucio pops healing boost. I will never complain on Zul'jin about being overhealed. I'd rather survive and live another day and tack a little slower.